was great. It was great to get back in the swing of things and haven't seen my team in a month. So it was good to see them. It was good to, kind of, see how they progressed over the past month, and they weren't disappointing.
What are the goals for this year?
The goals for this year, I think we want to run a little bit more and not put as much pressure on our half-court offense. Of course, we want to defend like we normally defend, but I think mainly we're going to work on creating some space for our players and getting them to not be on train track so much, just allowing them to play basketball and read and react to what the defense is giving us, and so far so good. I think we tried to challenge them a little bit today just by throwing new stuff at them, and they handled it pretty well, and hopefully we can continue that for the rest of the year.
To see the freshmen out there for the first time, in an official practice, what were your initial impressions?
Well, I think they're freshmen number one, but they're pretty good. They're pretty talented. I think you saw a little bit of them being able to create shots for themselves. But I think you got a pretty good freshman group that they feel a part. They feel a part of it. They don't feel like there's so much pressure on them to perform because they had a core group of players that have been successful on a collegiate level. So they're just kind of taking it all in and figuring out where they fit in the scheme of things.
Don, how did this first practice compare to other first practices in your career?
This first practice, it doesn't seem like everybody's getting enough reps because it just seems like we got a lot of bodies and a lot of people that will play integral roles in our success, and we're just trying to figure out ways in which we can be a little, just as coaches, a little more efficient in getting them the reps that they'll need in order for them to make the transition a lot easier.
The players weren't too shy about saying the words national championship, number one. Is that something that you think?
I mean, absolutely. We're not going to sneak up and surprise anybody. I think it's out there that we're one of the top teams in the country, and we have to play to that part. And if the players are saying it, they believe in it, and you got to go with it. I'm not gonna shy away from what the ultimate goal is. That's to win a national championship. I think we got all the key ingredients in doing that, and we just can't let the coaches get in the way.
The fact that you do have 3 McDonald's All-Americans coming in, is it tougher on you to manage their minutes, or is that going to be a thing where it's tougher on the players to find a way to get on the court and contribute with this team?
Well, I think it all boils down to who's being productive. Obviously there will be probably for Bianca, it'll be a harder transition because of the position that she plays, and Bianca's used to taking any shot and holding the ball a little bit longer. But there are going to be opportunities for her to do that, and she brings something that's totally different to our basketball team, in that regard. Asia will probably have a little bit of easier transition because we have a lot of bigs, and she's a little bit different. She's big on the perimeter. We can move her around at different positions, and so her transition will probably be a little bit easier, although it'll be harder because she'll go between positions.
Crazy.
Oh, it's great. I was counting down the days, although I was really enjoying my experience, but you're torn because you want to get back to your team and get things rolling, and but grateful for the opportunity to be a part of another world championship team, and the basketball minds that were together for a month were incredible. So I've learned a lot, and hopefully I can utilize some of the things that I've learned with our team.
Don, what's going on with Elena?
Elena, she broke some rules, some team rules, and she's gonna have to pay for it.
When will she be back?
She'll be back on Saturday. And
Cager Duckett, she okay?
Cager Duckett did not accomplish a goal that every player has to accomplish before they step on the practice court. So she's working at it each morning and each afternoon. So hopefully she'll get it tomorrow.
Is everybody else healthy? I know Tiffany had that season leave problem.
Everybody's a go.